the way that we interact with money is so much deeper psychologically than what we might recognize on a day-to-day basis. If you have something important in your life that you've been putting off and procrastinating on for way longer than you would like to admit, I get that first. And second, I want you to watch this video to the end. I am going to give you one very actionable tip that can allow you to completely rewire your brain and change your chemistry so that you do the thing that you've been meaning to do. Do it consistently if it's something that you need to do consistently, and encompass and really create an identity around what it is that you want to do. I had an awesome opportunity last night to see my grandmother, who I haven't seen in, well, I guess since I graduated from university, undergrad. And it was nice. It was very nice. And at the end, she happened to slip me a little $100 bill. And I at first was in my mind not accepting it. And she wouldn't let me not accept it. And she said something really funny. She was like, because I was like, no, I can't take this. And she was like, oh, I know you're rich, but take it anyway. And I was like, Grandma, you're off the mark. But anyway, she gave me that $100 bill and I didn't even think about it. But within the next hour, I bought myself a mic on Amazon so that I could make better videos. And I thought to myself, after I had bought the mic, like, oh, I had $100 new anyways, right? So I'm plus 100. So if I go minus 50 for a mic, then I'm net positive. And I couldn't help but think to myself, well, did my receiving of that $100 actually subconsciously lead me to feeling like I could, spend money? I mean, in my mind, I literally didn't think about it. I had totally forgotten about it. I just was with my dad and we were watching videos on, I was telling him that I started creating content and we were watching this guy, Infinite Waters. And he was like, I was describing him the kind of content, right, like this, where you're kind of just talking to the mic, talking to the camera. And he thought of Infinite Waters. And so he put it up and I realized right then, I was like, you know what? I need to take this seriously. I need to buy a mic. Now, the point of me making this video is that when you have found a definite purpose for what you want to do, something that inspires you, where you wake up and it's the first thing that you're thinking about, what you cannot do is stagnate or you need to spend money. You need to invest toward what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And there's a few reasons why you have to take immediate action. It doesn't have to be with money per se, but you need to start investing your time. And you do need to, at some point, make a financial commitment to what it is that you're doing, because what happens is once you make that financial commitment, you recognize, you subconsciously have to recognize that, oh, this is something that I'm doing now. It changes your identity when you spend money, invest in a future that you see for yourself. And so just like me last night deciding immediately, hey, I'm gonna buy this mic. Probably could have done a little bit more research. That's the one thing I'm still trying to balance. It's like, how do you make sure that you're taking immediate, action, but relax, slow down. Like some of these books, for instance, that I bought in the past couple of months, I was like, well, I probably could have looked at a review first. It just had a cool title and a topic that I wanted to study, and I bought it. But anyways, it's super important. It changes all of the chemistry around the thing that it is that you're trying to do. It gives you confidence. It makes you feel like, hey, I am actually doing this. It literally forces you to take more action in alignment with that outcome, with that identity that you're now building for yourself. In case you haven't been watching these videos and we haven't gone over this concept, there are 3 layers to behavioral change. This was popularized by James Clear. And what he said was, and popularized by him, to be clear, you have, imagine like what do you call them? A concentric circles kind of thing, where you've got one circle and then a circle that is bigger than that circle, but encapsulates that circle, and then another one, okay? The outermost layer being your outcomes. The outermost layer to behavioral change is looking at your outcomes. The intermediate layer is going to be your process to getting to where you want to go. The innermost layer and the core of what's going to lead to the processes that you create, the things that you do, and then the outcomes that you later have is your identity, right? So when you, once again, spend money on something, it's so deeply ingrained into your subconscious, into your body. When you make a financial commitment to something, right? Like, just as an example, let's say I'm going to start going to the gym. If I go out and I buy myself a jump rope that I can then put in my car and take with me everywhere I go, right? I'm now someone who goes to the gym. I'm someone who jump ropes much quicker than if I think about it for a few more days. Do I want to buy a jump rope? If I get my butt up and I go to Walmart and I buy a jump rope, I'm committed. Not only because I went to Walmart and saw a jump rope, but because I gave something up in order to receive this jump rope that is now a part of my identity of who I am. The way that we interact with money is so much deeper psychologically than what we might recognize on a day-to-day basis. Anyways, I didn't want to make this a whole thing. I just want to tell you a quick story about my grandma. I was really happy to see her last night. Excuse the attire, but I just wanted to talk about that. Really, when you have an inspiration, you really have to just march toward it and put just a little bit, right? I spent $25 or something on a mic. You don't need to make some large financial commitment. You just need to start seeding it. Start kind of like, I'm going to put $5 into this. I'm going to put $10 here. I'm going to start to really invest into this, because the effect is almost the same. You don't have to have your life online for you to take concerted action in alignment with a new identity that you created for yourself. So I'm going to keep doing talks like this, and I'm going to get a nicer mic. So be sure to like this video, subscribe. You're going to see something over here that's going to suggest the next video. And if it's relevant, have a listen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.